They told us the stars were empty. They mocked anyone who dared to say otherwise. But in hidden files marked cosmic security threat, the truth is undeniable. We are not alone, and we never were. These visitors didn't just appear, they interfered, disabling our nukes, rewriting our skies, and leaving technology so advanced it could collapse entire empires overnight. Governments have spent decades burying the evidence, not to protect you, but to control you. Tonight, we rip open the vault. What you are about to hear was never meant to be spoken aloud. This is not disclosure. This is a warning. Today, we dive into the night of silence. They just shut off. That's how one U.S. missileer described the moment 10 live nuclear warheads went dark beneath Montana soil in 1967. Above them, radar tracked a glowing object, smooth, silent, a machine without rivets or wings. It didn't fire a weapon. It didn't speak. It simply switched off humanity's deadliest arsenal, like flipping a child's toy. And this wasn't an isolated event. Documents declassified decades later revealed similar incidents at Minot in 1975, at a Russian silo in 1982. One handwritten note in the file chills me every time. We are not in control. If they can disarm our weapons in seconds, what else do they already control? The word trick. Why did UFO suddenly become UAP? Because the word object was too dangerous. Objects imply craft. Craft imply builders. Builders imply beings. So they scrubbed the language. A clean, sterile acronym to buy them time. Yet the reports themselves betray the truth. Navy pilots describe objects pacing jets at Mach 15, performing maneuvers that would liquefy a human body. A leaked memo from 2018 used a phrase the Pentagon never dared repeat publicly. Non-human intelligences operating with impunity. If they're not phenomena, but intelligences, why the desperate rebrand? The manufactured war. The Cold War ended. The war machine needed fuel. Then came Space Force. You were told it's about satellites, defense, patriotism. But an insider procurement officer leaked this line to me in an encrypted message. The goal isn't to defend against a space enemy, it's to create one. Imagine it, a black-budget craft staged to attack one of our own. Panic spreads, trillions funneled into a war that doesn't exist. The Gulf of Tonkin, the WMD lies, history repeating, but this time in the stars. When the first alien war erupts, how will you know it wasn't scripted? The crypts of the forgotten. Buried deep under Groom Lake, Pine Gap, and facilities so secret they don't even appear on satellite scans, lie the things. No one admits, not wreckage, not debris, intact craft, whole machines, and bodies. Insiders call the storage bays crypts because they're not hangars, they're tombs. Their skin heals itself, their craft bends light, and the bodies are terrifyingly human. Leaked testimony, Anonymous Engineer, 2004.
If they're so human-like, are we their children or their prisoners? The solar lie. Every empire runs on control, even sunlight. Your solar panels max out at 15% efficiency. That's not physics, that's politics. A hidden clause in an energy bill from the 1970s prohibits commercial panels above that number. Globally enforced, quietly upheld. Leaked lab data proves panels hitting 80% decades ago, enough to power the entire US from a single valley. Instead, inventors are raided, patents seized, designs classified. One inventor wrote in his confiscated notes, "If the sun is outlawed, what isn't? If they can outlaw sunlight, how long before they outlaw air?" The buried crystal. The whistleblower called it the stone lung, a crystalline lattice that stores oxygen and bleeds electricity when compressed, enough to shrink scuba tanks by 2/3, enough to power villages forever. He tried to patent it. Within weeks, agents raided his lab. He vanished. His final text to me before disappearing, "They don't just bury tech, they bury people." What other miracles died with their creators? The consciousness war. Technology isn't the core secret. Consciousness is. Why do sightings spike during global trauma? Why do abductees repeat the same words, levels, thresholds, conscious awakening? Because disclosure isn't about them. It's about us. One declassified transcript from a 1991 incident in Siberia quotes a craft's alleged message. "When Earth reaches level 4, contact begins. Until then, you are a danger to yourselves." Level 4? Empathy over division. Unity over distraction. Which explains why governments thrive on chaos, division, fear. Because united, we'd shatter the illusion. What if disclosure depends on us, not them? The Trojan horse of disclosure. Have you noticed? Netflix documentaries? Navy leaks? Congressional hearings? It feels like truth. It's not. It's conditioning. A drip feed to normalize the impossible. Until the day comes when the threat is staged, and by then, you'll beg for the Space Force. You'll welcome the chains. An insider called it the disclosure Trojan horse. When disclosure arrives, will it set you free or enslave you? The day after contact. A craft lands in daylight, broadcast worldwide, no more deniability. Within hours, markets crash. The Vatican scrambles a statement. Congress passes emergency laws overnight. Even if they arrive in peace, the script is already written. We warned you, they're hostile. Obey. What if first contact isn't salvation, but submission? The black timeline. Our world stalled. Planes barely improved. Rockets stayed the same. But in black projects, gravity drives, perpetual engines, biotech that rewrites DNA. We're crawling in daylight while the secret world sprints in shadow. A 2009 DARPA memo leaked 3 words: "We are a century ahead."
If they're a century ahead, what year are we really living in? The Phoenix Protocol. No empire lasts forever. But what if the collapse was planned? Whispers speak of the Phoenix Protocol. Collapse the old system, rise with a new one. Not under nations, but corporations. Not flags, but logos. A single global order built on hidden tech, hidden knowledge, hidden chains. What if the next empire doesn't need armies because it already owns the sky? The final pattern. Step 1, ridicule. Step 2, rename. Step 3, drip disclosure. Step 4, stage the threat. Step 5, profit from your fear. We are standing on the edge of step 4. The stage is set. The curtain is ready to fall.
And when it does, remember this: the enemy may not come from the stars. It may come from us. The greatest trick isn't hiding the truth, it's weaponizing it against you. Last year, a sealed box arrived at a Nevada lab. No return address, just one note: for after the false flag. Inside, a crystalline device that defied explanation. It hummed when held. It drained batteries, froze compasses. 3 weeks later, the lab burned. No survivors, no culprit. But a single photo survived, now in my possession. What it shows doesn't just confirm everything you've heard tonight. It reveals the next phase. The phase even whistleblowers won't speak of. The phase even insiders fear. And that is a story for the next video.